We'd trained up to go to Iraq. We got there, we were doing our missions, you know, trying to be part of the surge and, you know, make things happen, win the war, right? Well, I ended up on a rooftop getting hit by one of the Mark 19 grenades that was misfired, and it blew up in my face, and I ended up with a bunch of shrapnel injuries, a bunch of my head, a piece of brain that fell out. 2 years later, I was learning how to walk and talk and get out of the military. So by 2009, I was 25 years old and had no idea what to do with life. The military was life. Started having seizures, started having, you know, memory loss issues, and 2013 came around, and well, I was ready to kill myself. So it was a pretty hard time. Having a buddy of mine call me and he said, "Hey, would you like to come to this thing called CreatiVets? We're going to go out to USC and do an art project." And I kind of laughed at him, but I was like, you know what? You were in special forces. You had a lot more things that you saw than I did. So if you'll give it something, I'll give it.
So CreatiVets is a nonprofit that helps empower wounded veterans to heal through arts and music, but we do that in a really cool way. We bring combat disabled veterans to Nashville to write backstage at the Grand Ole Opry with #1 songwriters and artists to tell their story for the first time.
In that 2 weeks, I was able to find something that I hadn't found in conventional therapy and any of the pills that I had taken.
That program ended up changing his life, and so after that happened, he started getting into asking about other programs we had. We told him about the Nashville program, and he really needed to get his story out.
So I said yes without even ever hearing the song. And I'm glad I did, because it's a great song.
So Seth's song was a little bit different. Although it talked about his war experience, talked a lot about his childhood experience too.
And you could hear just in the lyrics of the song that it wasn't easy growing up. Not only did he make the decision to serve his country, just even before that was not a smooth sailing life, if you will.
And just thinking about all the people out there that have had divorce in their life and other things that they could relate to, they can grab onto, but it was an inspirational story.
It was a culmination of my life, really. I had a lot of trauma that I went through as a child. I had a lot of traumas that I went through when I was in the military, and I had a lot of trauma that I went through after I got out of the military. So there was a lot to talk about there and a lot to break down. And
so I just wanted that song to be heard by so many people, not just veterans, because I felt like everyone could heal from it. I don't want to get into like the mix of it, but now he's a single father living here with 5 children on his own. And this just happened less than a month ago.
So right now it's a little bit tight in the house. What's happening in my life is happening in a lot of people's lives right now. And you know, it's just one of those things that we have to learn how to struggle well and just get through it. About 3:30-ish, 3:15 to 3:35. We go meet the bus back up there again so we can pick up the 2 little kids, and then, you know, it's good. Nice little trek up there to the bus stop every day. It keeps me going. So I need you to go over there and stand behind the camera. Can you do that for me?
Ladies and gentlemen, here to perform Seth's song, Rise Above, please put your hands together for Craig Campbell. Some people have a picture-perfect childhood with a house up on a hill, with a mom and dad to lean on when they need them, and they know they always will. Some people have 2 stepdads they don't talk to by the time they turn 14. We go looking for a family just to find out what a family really means. You don't get to choose your flesh and blood, how you were raised or where you're from. Sometimes the cards you dealt ain't fair, so you fold your hands to the man upstairs when he feels the world has gone too much. Choose to let it break you down, fight to turn your life around, bring the strength inside to rise above. Sometimes you turn to Uncle Sam to carve your path in a pair of combat boots, with a band of brand new brothers holding imports for the old red, white, and blue. Sometimes you're on a rooftop post where you see the world explode before your eyes. bullets cut through the darkness. Don't you waste it if you make it out alive. You don't get to choose your flesh and blood, how you were raised or where you're from. Sometimes the cards you dealt ain't fair, so you fold your hand to the man upstairs when the weight he's putting on you's just too much. You can choose to let it break you down, fight to turn your life around, find the strength inside to rise above. You don't get to choose your flesh and blood, how you were raised or where you're from. Sometimes the cards you dealt ain't fair, so you fold your hands to the man upstairs when the weight he's putting on you's just too much. You can choose to let it break you down, fight to turn your life around, find the strength inside to rise above. Find the strength inside to rise above. Find the strength inside to rise above.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Mr. Craig Campbell. Man, all right, just as an artist, what did it mean to you to perform that song so special?
Man, it's so special to be here, to be able to play this song with Seth standing right here and his family and all these amazing Titans fans that get to hear his song, his story. It's pretty special.
That was a beautiful song, a beautiful performance. Seth, thank you so much. You've given so much to your country. Now, as a single father of 5, you're giving so much to these kids. And well, we have Kevin Cullum here. He's the president and CEO of Nissan Motor Acceptance Company, and we want you to know that we support vets. We're supporting you. They are supporting you. We love you. How about a 2024 Nissan Pathfinder Platinum Edition so you can get these kids to school? We love you, brother. One more time for Seth Cole, ladies and gentlemen. Love you. You don't have it. Hey, yeah, we do. Right here, sit on your shoulders, man. We love you, brother. We promise there's a smaller key.
I hope so.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Craig. One more time, ladies and gentlemen.